Hello there, it's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim, and today we're going to just take a quick little gander at how to put on an arrow wrap. That was that nice? So you may remember a long time ago, back when I was here before, I did quite a comprehensive video on arrow making and decorating the arrow, sort of painting it and then hand cresting it and all that. And as lovely as it looks, and they do look fantastic, it's quite time consuming. I'm a busy guy, I've got lots going on. I don't always have the time to sit down and painstakingly hand crest an arrow. You know, there are people out there who do way better at it than I do. So I've taken to real simple, chucking an arrow wrap on there and some feathers. I change feathers quite a lot anyway, so that kind of suits me and the way I shoot and sort of how quickly I tend to go through arrows. So what I wanted to do is just show you roughly how to put on an arrow wrap, very simply. I mean, there's a couple of different ways of doing it. But yeah, it's just a very simple way of decorating your arrow, making it look nice, again, giving a bit of ownership over your equipment, making it yours. It's got to look good. I always tell people 80% of archery is looking good. I mean, so is the other 20%, to be fair, but it's as long as you look good, you'll shoot good, mostly. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to put on an arrow wrap. Now, if you've got a little cutting board like this, great. If not, you can use a magazine, something like this. I know her, by the way. Something really simple. A glossy magazine works really well. But I don't know, just a simple cutting board. These are quite good because you've got the sort of the lines on there, so you can make sure everything's nice and straight. First thing, what I would do is I'd remove the knock. That just makes life a little bit easier. And then it's just a case of offering up the arrow to the wrap and just rolling it on in one nice smooth action. Now, there are two different ways you can do it. You can do it like this. You can butt it up to the top if you like, or you can leave a gap. Leaving a gap is quite good because then you've got an indication if you ever take a bad sort of knock to the back end of the arrow with another arrow, or you know, if you get a partial Robin Hood or something, you're going to be able to see if there's a bit of a crack in the arrow. It's quite useful. It's probably the safest way to do it. I tend to butt it up because I don't like having that gap there. I sometimes use a collar anyway, so depending on your collar, you can get it to fit sort of over the wrap or butt it up to the wrap. It's up to you, but I'm just going to show you roughly how to put this arrow wrap on your arrow. So we've got these are just very simple bare paw standard wraps. You generally get wraps, if you buy them off the shelf, in two different sizes, sort of for a large diameter arrow or a small diameter arrow. These are for the larger diameter arrows. You'll see on these there's already a little split in the back there, so just peel the contact paper there. Try and avoid touching it if you can. You don't want sticky fingerprints on there or whatnot. So I tend to sort of peel it off halfway and then use a little knife or something. I used to use a little broadhead just to use the same sort of thing. But it just means you're not getting fingerprints on your wrap or anything, and then you can just pull that off like that, and then your wrap is got the adhesive side facing towards you. You can adjust it if you want to sit within your lines, like say if you're using a cutting board. You don't have to use a cutting board. A little magazine works just as well. And then just place your arrow. Is it perpendicular? I think that's perpendicular to the wrap, and just roll. I mean, I would give your arrows a good clean before you apply your wrap, just to give it the best chance of sticking. Just some isopropyl alcohol or something. Just give your shaft a good wipe. You know, it's never a bad thing to have a clean shaft. Just give that a bit of a roll on there and a little of a push down, and that's your arrow wrapped. Pop your knock back in. I mean, the reason why I take the knock out is usually there's a little bit of an indication bit of plastic on the nock, and if that's still in there, you can get a bit of a wayward roll when it's on there. But that's just a very simple way of popping on a wrap, and you can get wraps in all sorts of weird and wonderful colors. You can get them to match your arrows. You can get custom arrow wraps and all sorts of things. But I think I like an arrow wrap. I think it makes an arrow stand out. It looks nice. And you know, you want to be proud of your equipment. It's your equipment. It's, you know, it's your thing. So but yeah, that's just a quick little video. Again, nothing groundbreaking. Just wanted to give you a quick little tip on how to put a wrap on an arrow. Like I say, feel free to leave a bit of a gap at the top if you want to, just to expose a little bit of the shaft from a safety point of view. But other than that, away you go. You got your arrow wrapped. We'll look at putting in some feathers at a later date. I've got a nice little video on how to sort of get a really nice helical twist on your feathers. But yeah, that works for target archery, trail archery, doesn't matter. But as long as you're looking good. I hope you found that useful. But anyway, you take care, shoot straight, and I will see you on the internet. Bye-bye.